Good afternoon. Thank you all for joining us. We're so excited. As you know, the girls have been working very hard, and so has their teacher, Mrs. Berman, and we're all very grateful. Just one thing before we begin. If you do have any young children with you, please hold on to them. Yesterday, a few of the girls and boys who were young were running around, and one of the wires on the live feed broke. And we weren't able to continue live streaming. So just please try to hold on to your children if you did bring them. Thank you so much. Mrs. Berman.
Let's make sure you can see the light. I just need the lights on. Great. I don't want this one. I don't want this one. Well, no, that's fine. Keep them on. Keep them on. Okay, good. Really clear? Now, girls, that's good. Come on up. Come on up. That's good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Shakespeare has been performed by the fifth graders for a long time. However, this year, through an amazing coincidence, we are performing Julius Caesar on March 15th. I've invited the soothsayer up here to comment on this amazing coincidence. Soothsayer, is there anything you would like to say to the audience?
Beware the eyes of Mars!
You've been warned.
Hello, everybody. Today on Writers of the World, a panel of experts will try to answer the question, what makes Shakespeare so great? Well, with us, we have an actor from the New Globe Theatre in London, an English teacher, a psychologist, and a linguist, a specialist in language. Let me pose the question to all of you. Why Shakespeare? I can answer that simply. Shakespeare's great for one reason, his vocabulary. He uses over 25,000 different words in his plays. The Bible uses 6,000. 1 out of 12 or so words Shakespeare made of himself that are now in our modern day vocabulary, like lonely and leapfrog. That is why Shakespeare is so great. I only partly agree with the linguist. Vocabulary is important, but what about all the amazing poetic devices Shakespeare used? Does everyone know what imagery is? Imagery is created from words that evoke the senses. Shakespeare's greatness comes from his gorgeous word pictures. What could be more beautiful than when Juliet asked a knight to take Romeo and cut him into little stars? He will make the place of heaven seem so fine that all the world will fall in love with night. Shakespeare's not meant for you people. He's about the stage. There are so many ways a character can portray one character. Each character is complex, interesting, and real. This is where I come in. Shakespeare's greatness comes from his knowledge of human nature. He understood how people think, react, love, and hate. His characters are really unique and rounded. But the words he uses, and the similes, the metaphors, the poetry. Hamlet said it best, the play's the thing. Shakespeare's greatness lies in the melancholy Hamlet, the ambitious and tragic Macbeth, and the rash lovers, Romeo and Juliet. Who of us can't relate to all of these characters? Panelists, please, perhaps you are all correct. I'll leave it up to the audience to decide what truly makes Shakespeare so great. I think it's because of all the things we have discussed today. Thank you for joining us here on Writers of the World.
Welcome everyone to the production of Shakespeare, Julius Caesar, given by the 5G2 class.
This is not the complete play, but a short edition using the original words of Shakespeare.
The story begins in ancient Roman Republic after a terrible civil war between two generals who wanted to lead the country.
One general was Julius Caesar.
The other general was Pompey.
After a great battle, Caesar was victorious and Pompey and his sons were killed.
Today, Caesar's having a victory parade called a triumph. This is also a holy day, the Feast of Lupercal.
But many of Pompey's old friends are angry about Caesar's victory and they want to stop this celebration in the streets. Hail Caesar! Hail Caesar! Hail! Hey! Home, you idle creatures! Get you home! Is this a holiday? You, sir, what trade are you? I'm indeed, sir, a surgeon told choose. When they're in great danger, I recover them. Thou's a cobbler, art thou? Truly, sir, to wear out the shoes to get myself into more work. But indeed, sir, we make holiday to see Caesar and to rejoice in his triumph. Hail Caesar! Hail Caesar! But wherefore not in thy shop today? Why dost thou lead these men along the streets?
Announcer one.
The officers? The officers are angry because the crowd used to cheer the dead leader Pompey in the same way.
Wherefore rejoice, you blocks, you stones, you worse than senseless things, all your arrogance, you cruel men of Rome. Need not Pompey. Many a time and oft have you climbed up to walls and battlements, to towers and windows, to see great Pompey past the trees of Rome. And you saw his chariot but appear, have you not made a universal shout? And did not call all day, and did not strew flowers in his way? This comes the truth over Pompey's blood. Be gone! Run to your houses! Pray to the gods! Go, go, good countrymen! Go you down that way towards the capital. This way will I. Disrobe the images. Maybe do so. You know it's the Feast of Lupercal. It is no matter. Let no images be hung of Caesar's victory. Caesar's celebration begins with a religious race, but is soon interrupted. Set on and leave no ceremonial. Caesar. Ha! Who calls? Bid every noise be still. Peace yet again. Who is it that calls on me? I hear a tone surer than all the music cry. Caesar, speak. Caesar's turn to hear.
A soothsayer, a kind of fortune teller, warns that the 15th day of March, called the Ides of March, will be dangerous.
Fellow, come from the throne, look upon Caesar.
What man is this? Set him before me. Let me see his face. Beware the Ides of March. He is a dreamer. Let us leave him pass.
Cassius, a troublemaker who used to be one of Pompey's men, tries to stir up his good brother-in-law Brutus to rebel.
Will you go see the order of the course?
Not I am not gamesome.
Good, Brutus, be prepared to hear.
Hail Caesar!
What means this shouting? I do for the people choose Caesar for their king. I do fear it. Then must I think you would not have it so.
I would not, Cassius. Yet, I love him well. But wherefore do you hold me here so long? What is it you would impart to me? If it be aught toward the general good, I love the name of honor more than I fear death.
Well, honor is the subject of my story. I was born free. As Caesar, so were you.
Cassius reveals Caesar's weakness by telling about the time he had to save him from drowning.
For once upon a raw and gusty day, Caesar said to me, "There is so, Cassius, now leap into this angry flood and swim to yonder point." Upon the word I plunged and bade him follow, but Caesar cried, "Help me, Cassius, I sink!" Now this man has become a god.
Hail Caesar!
Another general shout. I do believe that these applauses are some new honors that are heaped on Caesar.
Cassius compares Caesar to a giant statue that makes everyone else look like a dwarf.
Why, man, he does bestride the narrow world like a colossus, and we pity men walk under his huge legs and peep out to find ourselves dishonorable graves.
Cassius adds that men should rule themselves. Their problem is not their unlucky stars, but their own weakness.
Men sometimes are masters of their fates. The fault is not in ourselves, but in ourselves are we underlings.
Cassius hints that Brutus should be leader of Rome.
Brutus and Caesar, why should that name be sounded more than yours? Yours is a fair name.
What you have said, I will consider. What you have to say, I will patience hear. Till then, my noble friend, true upon this, Brutus had rather be a villager than a son of Rome under these hard conditions.
Antonio, Caesar, Let me have about all the men that are fat. Young Cassius has a lean and hungry look. He thinks too much. Such men are dangerous.
Fear him not, Caesar. He is not dangerous. He is a noble Roman.
I fear him not. He reads much. He loves no place as thou dost, Antony. He hears no music. Seldom he smiles and smiles, as if he's mocked himself. Such men as he are very dangerous.
Cassius? Cassius wants to know about the shouting and about Caesar's angry look.
You pulled me by the cloak. Would you speak with me? Aye, Casca. Tell us, what hath chanced today that Caesar looks so sad?
Why, there was a crown offered him, and being offered him, he put it by with the back of his hand thus. And then the people fell shouting.
What was the second noise for?
Why, for that too?
They shouted thrice. What was the last cry for?
Why, for that too?
Was the crown offered him thrice?
Aye, and he put it by thrice, every time gentler than the other. And at every putting by, mine honest neighbors shouted.
Who offered him the crown?
Why, Antony, it was mere foolery.
Did Ciso say anything?
Aye, he spoke Greek.
To what effect?
Nay, for my own part it was Greek to me. I could tell you more news too. Marillas and Flavius were pulling scars as Caesar's images are put to silence. Fare you well.
For this time, I will leave you. Tomorrow, if you please to speak with me, I will come home to you. Or, if you come home to me, and wait for you. I will do so. Until then, think of the world.
A month later, the night before the Ides of March, all of Rome is threatened by a terrible earthquake and storm.
Weird things have been seen.
Romans believe that such strange events foretold the death of a ruler like Caesar.
Good evening, Casca. Why are you breathless and why stare you so?
Are not you moved when all the earth shakes? Oh, Cicero, never till now did I go through a tempest dropping fire.
Why, saw you anything more wonderful?
I have not since put up my sword. Against the Capitol I met a lion who glared upon me and went by without annoying me. 100 ghastly women swore they saw men all in fire walk up and down the streets.
Indeed, it is a strange disposed time. Good night then, Casca. This disturbed sky is not to walk in.
Farewell, Cicero.
Who's there?
A Roman.
Casca, by your voice.
Cassius, what a night is this?
Now could I, Casca, name to thee a man most like this dreadful night that thunders and roars like the lion in the Capitol.
'Tis Caesar that you mean, is it not, Cassius?
Let it be who it is.
They say the senators tomorrow mean to establish Caesar as king. He shall wear his crown by sea and land and at every place save here in Italy.
I know where I wear the stagger then.
Cassius and others have planned to kill Caesar the next day, the Ides of March.
I will set this foot of mine as far as who goes farthest.
Now know you, Casca, I have moved some of the noble side of the Romans to undergo an enterprise the most bloody, fiery, and most terrible.
I will set this foot of mine as far as who goes farthest.
To Cinna, he's a friend. Cinna, we're hasty so. To find out you.
The conspirators who plan to kill Caesar need the honorable Brutus to join them to make them look respectable.
Oh, Cassius, if only you could but win the noble Brutus to our party.
They plan to send Brutus anonymous letters urging him to study revolution.
Good Cinna, take this paper and lay it on the praetor's chair where Brutus may but find it, and throw it in at his window. Come, Casca, yet ere day we will see Brutus at his house. 3 parts of him is ours already.
Oh, he sits high in all the people's hearts.
Let us go, for it is midnight, and ere day we'll wake of him and be sure of him.
That same night, Brutus sits in his orchard garden, worried about Caesar's ambition. Brutus does not know what to do because Caesar has not yet become a king. This is a problem. Should Caesar be killed just in case he might turn bad?
It must be by his death. He would be crowned. How this might change his nature, there's the question. Crown him, and then I grant we put a sting in him, which he may do danger with. Therefore, think of him as a serpent's egg, which hatch, but as his kind grow mischievous, and kill him in his shell.
In your closet, sir, I found this paper.
Brutus, awake, shall, Rome, etc., speak, strike. I entreated myself to speak, strike.
Sir, 'tis your brother Cassius at the door.
Is he alone?
No, sir, there are more of him. Their hats are plucked about their ears, and half their faces are buried in their cloaks.
Let him enter. Good morrow, Brutus. I know these men that come along with you? Yes, this Trebonius, this Theseus, this Casca, this Cinna, this Metellus, and they are all welcome. Shall I entreat a word?
Here lies ye, stuff, not that they break you.
No. Here, as I point my sword, the sun rises as the highest stands as the capital directly here.
Brutus has decided to join the conspirators who plan to kill Caesar for the good of Rome.
Give me all hands all over one by one. This shall be, or we will fall for it.
1, 2, 3, conspirators!
From now on, the conspirators will follow the noble Brutus, even though the troublemaker Cassius has better ideas.
Shall no man else be touched, but only Caesar?
Decius well urged. Let Antony and Caesar fall together. Our course will seem too bloody, Cassius. Let's be sacrificers, not butchers. And for Mark Antony, think not of him, for he can do no more than Caesar's arms, when Caesar's head is off. Yet I fear him.
Let him not die, for he will live laugh at this hereafter.
But it is doubtful yet whether Caesar will come forth today, or no.
Let me look, and I'll bring him to the capital.
Nay, we will always be there to fetch him. The morning comes upon us. We'll leave you, Brutus. Brutus, my lord, make me acquainted with your cause of grief. It will not let you eat, nor talk, nor sleep. I am not well, in health, that is all. No, my Brutus, you have some sick offense within your mind that I ought to know of. Upon my knees, I charm you that you unfold what men tonight have had resort to. Here have been some 6 or 7 who did hide their faces from even darkness. Kneel not, gentle Portia. I should not need if you were gentle, Brutus.
Portia thinks a wife should share her husband's troubles.
Within the bond of marriage, tell me, Brutus, is it accepted I should know no secrets? Am I to keep with you at meals and talk to you sometimes? If it be no more, Portia is not his wife. You are my true and honorable wife. If this were true, then is it accepted I should know this secret? I grant I am a woman, but withal a woman that Lord Brutus took to wife. I grant I am a woman, but withal a woman well reputed, Cato's daughter. Think you I am no stronger than any other woman, being so fathered and so husbanded? Tell me your counsels, I will not disclose them. O ye gods, render me worthy of this noble wife. Portia, going in thy bosom, shall partake the secrets of my heart.
At Caesar's house, both Caesar and his wife Calpurnia are worried about her bad dreams, for Romans thought dreams told the future.
Nor heaven nor earth have been at peace tonight. Thrice has Calpurnia in her sleep cried out, help, ho, they murder Caesar. What mean you, Caesar? Think you to go forth? You shall not stir out of your house today. Caesar shall go forth.
She tells him more weird signs that warn to death of a country's leader.
A lion hath wept in the streets. Fierce violet warriors fight upon the clouds, which drizzle blood upon the capitals, and ghosts did shriek and squeal about the streets. Yet Caesar shall go forth. When beggars die, there are no common scenes. The heaven themselves blaze forth to the death of princes.
But Caesar refuses to die of fright.
Cowards die many times before death, but violet never taste of death but once. Alas, my lord, do not go forth today. We will send Mark Antony to the Senate house, and he shall say you are not well today. For thy humor I will stay at home. Here's Decius Brutus, he shall tell them so.
All hail Caesar, I come to bring you to the Senate house.
Bear my greetings to the senators and tell them I will not come today.
Most mighty Caesar, let me know a cause, lest I be laughed at when I tell them so.
Calpurnia here, my wife, stays me at home. She dreamt tonight she saw my statue with 100 spouts did run pure blood. And many Romans came smiling and did bathe their hands in it.
Decius tricks Caesar by making the dream sound good.
This dream is a vision, fair and fortunate. Your statue spouting blood from many pipes signifies that from you great Rome shall suck reviving blood.
Then Decius says that Caesar might look like a coward if he does not go to the Senate.
Know it now, the Senate has concluded to give this day a crown to mighty Caesar. If you send word you will not come, their minds may change. Break up the Senate, till Caesar's wife meets with better dreams. If Caesar hides himself, shall he not whisper, lo, Caesar is afraid.
How foolish your fears seem now, Calpurnia. Get me my rope, I will go.
All hail Caesar.
Welcome, good morrow. We like friends will straightway go together.
Oh, Caesar.
A teacher, Artemidorus, has heard of rumors dangerous to Caesar. He tries to warn him.
Caesar, beware of Brutus. Take heed of Cassius. Come not near Casca. Trust not Trebonius. Decius, Brutus loves thee not. The mighty gods defend thee. Here I will stand till Caesar pass along, and as a suitor will give him this. If thou read this, O Caesar, thou mayest live. If not, to face the traitor's due contract.
It is now the fatal 15th day of March, the Ides of March.
The Ides of March are come. Aye, Caesar, but not gone. Hail, Caesar! Read the schedule!
Treboni, that desire you in his suit.
Oh, Caesar, read mine first! Read it instantly! What is the fellow mad?
Casca, be sudden for fear prevention. Cassius, be constant. Trebonius goes his time. For look you, Brutus, he drives Mark Antony out of the way. The conspirators will not wait for the Senate to crown Caesar. They will kill him now.
Are we all ready? What is now amidst that Caesar and his Senate must rage us? Speak hands for me!
Et tu, Brute? Then fall, Caesar.
Liberty, freedom, crying about the streets. Cry out, liberty, freedom, and enfranchisement. People and senators, be not affrighted, stand still. Where's Antony?
Fled to his house, amazed. Men, wives, and children cry out as if it were doomsday.
Stoop, Romans, stoop, and let us bathe our hands up to the elbows and besmear our swords, and then walk we forth, even to the marketplace, and cry out, Peace, liberty, and freedom! Here comes Antony. Welcome, Mark Antony. Will you be a number of our friends, or shall we not depend on you?
Here is the difficult part.
Here is the difficult part of the assassination, because Antony was Caesar's best friend. If Antony joins them, they are safe. If not, there's trouble ahead.
Almighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? Are thy conquests, glories, triumphs, spoils, shrunk to this little measure? Fare thee well.
Only be patient, and we will deliver you the cause. Why, I, that did love Caesar, when I struck him, have thus proceeded.
I doubt none of your wisdom. Let each man render me his bloody hand. First Marcus Brutus will I shake with you. Cinna, Casca, Decius, Cassius, Trebonius, gentlemen all, alas, what shall I say?
Will you be a number of our friends, or shall we not depend on you?
Therefore I took your hands. Friends am I with you all. Upon this hope you shall give me reasons why and wherein Caesar was dangerous.
Our reasons are full of good regard. You should be satisfied.
That's all I seek. And as a moreover suitor, that I may produce his body to the marketplace, and as a friend, speak at his funeral.
You shall, Mark Antony. Here Brutus makes the second mistake. His first was killing Caesar without a good reason. Now he's going to let Antony make a funeral. Brutus, a word with you? Do not consent that Antony speak at his funeral. By your pardon, I will myself into the pulpit first show the reason of our Caesar's death. And what Antony shall speak, I protest he speaks by permission. I like it not. Mark Antony, take here Caesar's body. You shall not in your funeral speech blame us, but speak all the good you can of Caesar.
I do desire no more.
Take the body then and follow us.
Antony now shows his real feelings. He apologizes to Caesar, who is the greatest man in the world. He spares Caesar's ghost will cry for bloody revenge and war.
Oh, pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth, that I am meek and gentle with these butchers. Thou art the ruins of the noblest man that ever lived in the tide of times. Woe to the hand that shed this costly blood! A curse shall lay upon the limbs of men, and Caesar's spirit, raging for revenge, come hot from below, shall in these confines with a monarch's voice cry havoc! And let slip the dogs of war that this foul deed shall smell above the earth with carrion and groaning for burial.
A messenger arrives from Octavius Caesar, who is Julius Caesar's adopted son.
You, Sir Octavius Caesar, do you not?
I do, Mark Antony. Oh, Caesar!
Is thy master coming?
He lies tonight with 7 other leagues of Rome.
Stay a while. Lend me your hand.
Brutus must call. Brutus must calm the people who are frightened by the murder.
We will be satisfied. Then give me audience, friends.
The noble Brutus is assented. Silence!
Countrymen and lovers, be silent that you may hear. Believe me for mine honor. If any dear friend of Caesar's demand why Brutus rose against Caesar, here is my answer. It is not that I love Caesar less, but that I love Rome more. As Caesar loved me, I weep for him. As he was fortunate, rejoice at it. As he was valiant, I honor him. But as he was ambitious, I slew him. There is tears for his love, joy, for his honor, for his valor, for his death, for his ambition. I am the same dagger, for myself, when my country shall please, for my death.
Live, Brutus! Live! Live! Bring him home with triumph unto his house. Let it be, Caesar.
Good countrymen, for my sake, stay here with Antony. Not a man depart save I alone, till Antony have spoke.
The crowd, which loved Pompey, and then Caesar, and now Brutus, waits to hear Antony's speech.
Methinks but Caesar is silent. This Caesar was a tyrant. Nay, that's certain. We are blessed that Rome is rid of him.
Peace, let us hear what Antony can say.
Antony begins by stating he will only bury his friend, not say how good he was.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously as Caesar answered it. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. When that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man.
Antony then makes his main point. The crowd saw Caesar refuse the crown 3 times.
You all did see that on Lupercal. I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was his ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure, he is an honorable man. You all did love him at once. Now without cause, bear with me. My heart is there in the coffin of Caesar, and it must take a pause till it comes back to me.
He thinks there's a treason is saying.
Caesar has had great wrong.
He would not take the crown, therefore 'tis not ambition.
There's not a nobler man in Rome than Antony.
Here is the parchment with the seal of Caesar. 'Tis his will. I must not read it. It's not meet you know how he loved you. 'Tis good you know that you are not his heirs.
Read the will! We'll hear it, Antony!
Will you be patient? I fear I wronged the honorable men whose daggers have stabbed Caesar.
Honorable men, they were traitors!
The will, the testament!
You compel me then to read the will, then make a ring about the corpse of Caesar, then show you him that made the will. If you have tears, prepare to shed them now. Look you here and Cassius' dagger through. See what a rent this envious casque made. And here, the well-beloved Brutus stabbed.
way!
Oh, villains, traitors! Almost bloody sight!
Revenge
About, seek, burn, fire, kill, slay! Stay, countrymen, good friends, sweet friends. Let me not sue you after such a sudden flood. A mutiny, they that have done this deed are honorable.
Will unity!
Why, friends, you go to do you know not what. You have forgotten the will I told you of.
Most true, the will, let's hear the will!
Caesar not only left every citizen some money, but also left land for a public park. Here is the will, and under Caesar's seal, he gives every Roman citizen 75 drachmas.
Never.
But moreover, he hath left you all his walks and orchards on this side Tiber, to you and your heirs forever. Here was a Caesar, when comes such another?
Never, never. Come away, away. We'll burn up this body in a holy place. Take up the body.
Go fetch fire!
Pluck down benches. Now let her work. Mischief thou art afoot. How now, fellow?
Sir, Octavius has already come to Rome.
He comes upon a wish.
There's great news. Brutus and Cassius have fled from the Roman mob. I heard that Brutus and Cassius got red like madmen throughout the gates of Rome.
Bring me to Octavius!
Caesar. But already, Brutus and Cassius are having a quarrel. Cassius has been taking bribes so he can pay his soldiers and half of the army. Most noble brother, you have done me wrong. You have condemned Lucius Pella for taking bribes here.
You wronged yourself to write in such a case. You yourself are much condemned to have an itching palm and sell and mar your offices for gold.
I an itching palm?
Brutus reminds Cassius that they did not kill Caesar just to become wicked and corrupt.
Remember March, the Ides of March. Remember, did not great Julius bleed for justice' sake? Shall we not contaminate our fingers with base bribes? I'd rather be a dog and bathe the moon than such a Roman.
I'm a soldier, older in practice, abler than yourselves to make conditions.
You are not, Cassius.
Yes, I am.
You say you're a better soldier? Huh, let it appear so.
You wrong me every way. I said an elder soldier, not a better. Did I say better?
If you did, I care not. I did send for you gold to pay my allegiance, which you denied me. Was that done like Cassius?
I denied you not.
You did.
I denied. He was but a fool that brought my answer back. Here's my dagger, and here's a heart richer than gold. I deny thee gold to my heart. Strike as thou to this that Caesar.
Sheath your dagger. Be angry when you will. Do what you will. Oh, Cassius, I'm sick of many griefs. Portia is dead.
Portia! How I escaped thy killing one who cost you so.
Speak no more of her. Give me a bowl of wine. In this, I bury all unkindness, Cassius. Cheers! Come in, Titinius. Welcome, good Messala. Messala, sit we close against this taper here. I've here received letters that young Octavius and Mark Antony come down us with a mighty power, bending their expedition toward Philippi.
Myself had letters of the self-same kind.
What do you think of marching toward Philippi?
Now we must decide where to fight Antony and Octavius at Philippi, 400 miles away, or here at Sardis.
What do you think of marching toward Philippi?
We'll along ourselves meet you at Philippi. I do not think it good.
Your reason?
Cassius wants the enemy to make the long march here to Sardis so they will become tired.
'Tis better that the enemy seek us, so shall he weary his soldiers while we have rest, defense, and nimbleness.
But Brutus wants to make the long march to Philippi. He feels the time is right for them to move, like ships, which sail on a high tide to success, not staying trapped in shallow water.
There's no more to say.
Good reason.
Good reasons must of force give place to better. There is a tide in the affairs of men, which taken at the flood, leads on to fortune. Admitted that all the voyage of their life is bound in shallows and in mysteries. On such a full sea are we now afloat.
Then go on. Well, long ourselves meet you at Philippi.
There is no more to say.
No more. Good
This
night.
is Brutus's third mistake, not following Cassius' good military advice.
Let me see. Is not the leaf turned down where I left reading? Ah, here it is, I think. How ill this taper burns. Ah! Who comes here? Art thou some god, some angel, or some devil that makest my blood cold? Speak to me, what thou art?
Thy evil spirit, Brutus,
Why comest thou?
to tell thee thou shalt see me at Philippi.
Why I shall see thee again?
I at Philippi.
Why I shall see thee at Philippi. Wait, ill spirit, I wish to talk more with thee. Boy, Lucius, awake. Go to my brother Cassius. Bid him set on, and we will follow.
Brutus and Cassius marched 400 miles from Actimus and Antioch to plains of Philippi, halfway between Sardis and Rome.
Stand fast, Titanius. We must out and talk.
Caesar, should we give sign? Antony, should we give sign of battle?
No, Caesar.
Words before blows, is it so, countrymen?
Not that we live words better as you do.
Good words are better than bad strokes, Octavius.
In your bad strokes, Brutus, you give good words. When is the whole human in Caesar's heart crying, "Long live Hail Caesar"? Look, I draw a sword against conspirators. Come, Antony, away. If you dare fight today, come out to the field.
At this point,
Brutus and Cassius must decide what they will do if they are defeated.
Now, most noble brother, if we do lose this battle,
think not that ever Brutus will go bound to Rome. He bears to a great mind. But this same day must end the work of the Ides of March begun. And whether we shall meet again, I know not. Therefore, forever and forever, farewell, Cassius. If we meet again, why we shall smile. If not, this parting was well made.
now, most noble brother, if we do lose this battle, we'll smile indeed. If not, we'll smile indeed. Forever and forever, farewell, Brutus. If we do meet again, we'll smile indeed. If not, this parting was true.
Ride, Messala, ride! Give these bills to the legions on the other side.
Oh, look, Titanius, look, the villains fly!
Fly further off, my lord. Like Antony's in your tents, my lord. Fly therefore, noble Cassius, fly further off.
I will be here again, even with a thought.
But Cassius thinks the war is lost.
Come hither, Sirrah and Parthia. Now that
take thee prisoner, now be a free man. And with the sword that ran through Caesar's bowels, guide thou sword. And when my face is covered, as 'tis now, guide thou sword. Caesar, thou art revenged, even with the sword that killed thee.
Where, Masala, doth his body lie?
Where did you leave him? Is not that he lies upon the ground? He lies, not like the living. Oh, my heart! Cassius is no more. The sun of Rome is set. Our day is no more. Pindarus, where art thou, Pindarus? Go yonder.
Brutus realizes that Julius Caesar is still powerful, though dead. His ghost makes them kill themselves.
Oh, Julius Caesar, thou art mighty yet. Your spirit walks abroad and turns our swords into our own proper entrails. The last of all the Romans, fare thee well. Come, Romans, let us to the field. 'Tis 3 o'clock, and Romans, yet our night shall we try fortune in second fight.
By your leave, this is a Roman's part. Cassius' sword, fine Titinius' heart.
The war is over. Brutus has lost. All that is left for him is death.
Come, poor remains of friend, rest on this rock.
What said my lord?
Hark thee, Clyde.
Hark thee, Clitus.
What I
Oh, what, I, my lord? No, not for all the world. I'd rather kill myself.
Come hither, good Volumnius.
What said my lord?
Why this?
Why, this Volumnius, the ghost of Caesar hath appeared to me 2 several times by night, at Sardis once, and at Philippi fields. I know my hour is come. Hold my sword and hilt wilt, I do run upon it.
That is not an office for a friend, my lord.
Fly, fly, man.
Fly, fly, my lord.
Good countrymen, my heart doth dread thee yet in all my life. I found no man but else that he was true to me. I have more glory than this losing day, more than Mark Antony and Octavius, so fare thee well. Hence, I will follow. Strato, stay thou by thy lord, and turn your face and hold my sword while I do run upon it. Wilt thou, Strato?
But give me your hand first. Farewell, my lord.
Caesar, now be still. I kill not thee with half so good a will.
Antony praises Brutus, the only good Brutus, who acted for the good of Rome, not out of jealousy of Caesar. In spite of his mistakes, Brutus was the best of all the Romans.
This was the noblest Roman of them all the conspirators, save only he, did that in envy of great Caesar. His life was gentle, and the elements so mixed in him that nature might stand up and say to all of the world, this was a man. According to his virtue, let us use him. With all respect and rites of burial, let's away and part the rites of this happy day. Caesar's play.
However, we thought you might like to know what happened to the real characters in history.
After the Battle of Philippi, Octavius Caesar and Mark Antony shared the leadership of Rome.
They decided to go different ways. Octavius returned to Rome to lead the country.
Antony went on a tour of the east. He visited Herod, the great king of the Jews. He met with Cleopatra, the queen of Egypt.
Then, Antony and Cleopatra wanted to split the Roman government, taking the eastern part and leaving Octavius the west.
Octavius refused, which led to war. Octavius won.
Octavius then was crowned the first Roman emperor. The Roman Republic was dead and the Roman Empire began. Octavius took the name Augustus Caesar. This is the end of our play.
Lives of Mark have come.
I, Mrs. Berman, but not gone.